Blunk, and now you're under my control.
We also have Jules in the house. What's up? What's up? Jules in the house. This is going to be a very difficult podcast to do.
Oh, really, dude?
Why is it being Jewish an insult to you, Nick?
I'm a motherfucking monster.
I give him a year.
Yikes. All right, we've got Mark Norman. You got to see this. We're going back to the Rogan studio. I love this place, man.
You got to look it up on Spotify. Sorry.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
Okay, so, yeah, give me a second. And, yeah, Protect Our Parks, Shane Gillis, Ari Schaffer, and Mark Norman. You know, I always found this to be truly pathetic because these people aren't in Joe's age range. You know what I mean? These guys are like 3 generations after Joe. Like, Joe should be hanging out with comics his own age. He really shouldn't be trying to, like, replicate the experience of him and his now alleged rapist bros. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what he did, and it's not working. Like, everybody knows it's not the same as when Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura even got together. It's one level worse than that, and even that one was not making any connections. All right, let's see this. This is Protect Our Parks 5. Yeah, and we'll start from the beginning, and we'll show you how the madness happened. Here we are. Protect Our Parks 5.
Get Chula off the thing he ran.
Chula out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Here we are.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
I love that song. So nice.
When you're on
quality.
IUD, you don't get periods?
No, that's one of the perks.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's one of them you get like 1 period a year.
Are we up?
Oh, that's,
okay, we're rolling.
We're
talking about
menstruation.
Yeah.
We're live. So when you're on the IUD, you don't get periods?
No, my lady does
Where
not.
Where does it go?
It comes out of her ass.
But I mean, I've read about a guy.
Secret text.
I read about a guy who has like some weird fucking birth defect where he comes out of his ass.
Okay, so here they are. They're happy. Mark Norman's here. Shane Gillis is going to tell us a story about how he sexually assaulted one of his dad's friends. This is him saying it. Not even allegedly. Shane Gillis literally... I could say that. Look at me. Watch this. Shane Gillis sexually assaulted his father's friend. How is he saying this without saying he's kidding? Are you kidding? No. You'll see. All right, so Mark Norman, Shane Gillis, Ari Shafir, getting dumber, by the way. Where do we start this?
4:55.
Great. And Mark's going to take out his whiskey, right? Is
Yes.
this the beginning?
You bet.
So I got to get my hands on this. I got a pre-order in the works. I cannot wait. I'll be doing a taste test. You know me. I love this shine, right? This swill. That's me. I love whiskeys. I could taste them all. Joe Rogan, of course, Buffalo Trace, and we just tried Tiger Thick, which he liked. Hated the name. But Mark Norman and Sam Morrell have come out with their own whiskey called Bodega Cat. Will Joe enjoy Bodega Cat as much as he enjoyed Tiger Chic? Let's find out. 4:15. What'd you say?
4:55.
4:55 for the time you're live. 4:50. Oh, look at that. Landed. Watch this.
That's real?
Yeah. That's like some weird stuff with guys.
Jamie's
who are
coming
in the
around with
closet,
ice.
Who like go to restrooms at airports.
That's like
senators.
congressman gay.
Yeah.
That's another level of gay.
Nice A's.
Exactly what happened to a senator.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
so
what I
look,
learned about it.
Tapping his
So this
foot.
is yours?
You and Sam
Bodega
shit?
Cat?
That's me and
Is this
Sam
legit?
Morrill's new rye.
Is
Let's
this
try
good?
it.
Tastes
Okay,
great.
look at this. So this is big. God, I really wish I didn't have these layovers. Trust me, guys. This is big for Mark Norman. You know, this was like Brian dropping a special. This is big. He's on the Joe Rogan Experience, the biggest podcast in the world. They've got a new liquor coming out. I'm sure they've invested hours of thinking about it. Bodega Cat. It's a rye whiskey. That's a hard one to do, right? We don't like rye whiskey. What else is rye whiskey? Is that what like Black Label is or Johnny Walker is?
I don't really drink that.
I don't like that stuff. I like this only.
Bourbon only.
So rye is not even that good tasting, and especially if you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you're trying to do it on the cheap and basically just throw a sticker on a bottle,
You're
you might...
only supposed to get a rye and ginger, and that's it, maybe.
Okay. Well, I'm sure people drink this shit on the rocks, but, you know, has Mark Norman lived up to the promise of a good tasting beverage? You know, you're competing against 100, 200-year-old beverage companies, right? I don't think it's like vodka where anyone could make a vodka.
Someone in the chat says they only got rye because they could only get rye. Bourbon is so popular that there are back orders.
Wow, look at that. Okay, so they went with rye, which isn't very fun. It's not really a party.
Thank you to 818
You can't take
Sharp.
shots of rye. You know what I mean? That would be, it's gross, right?
Wouldn't want
Maybe,
to.
I don't know. All I know is I only like this one. So, okay, he's going to try this shit. Let's pay very close attention to this. Watch.
Restrooms at airports.
That's like
Senators.
congressman gay.
Yeah.
That's another level of gay. I mean, that's exactly
Big
what
moment for Mark Norman.
That's right. That's where I learned about
He's
it.
tapping his
So
foot.
this is yours?
You and Sam's
Bodega
shit?
Cat?
That's me and
Is this
Sam
legit?
Merle's new rye.
Let's try it.
Tastes great.
try
Crack it open. It's
right.
for sale now online.
It's called Bodega Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Straight rye whiskey.
Now,
How long is it aged for? A week.
A week.
Does it age at
name.
all?
Ooh, the first diss. How long's it age for? Like if Joe Rogan, I mean, Joe only knows this Buffalo Trace and that it's been, like that even matters. How long's it been? Oh, a week? Oh, okay. First diss. Now we're going to back this up. I don't want you to miss a drip of this. All right. Mark, Sam, are you watching this?
Bodega Cat?
That's me and
Is this
Sam
legit?
Merle's new rye.
Is this good?
Tastes great.
try
Crack it open. It's
right.
for sale now online.
It's called Bodega Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Straight rye whiskey.
Now,
How long is it aged for? A week.
A week.
Does it
Great
age at
name.
all?
Oh, sure.
Don't
Big
lie
age.
to me. Don't lie to me.
I don't know anything about the
Ooh.
aging.
I thought it was aged.
How much do you know about whiskey?
Ooh. Was it aged at all? Yes. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. So if it ain't aged, it ain't good enough for Rogan. He needs it aged because he heard aged. He probably thinks the same thing about steaks. They could only be aged. There's no other good steak if it's not aged, right? That's a preference. Okay, and then Mark is forced to say, I don't know really much about whiskey. That's cool. Here's our money.
It's called Bodega Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Straight rye whiskey.
Awesome.
How long is it aged for? A week.
A week.
Keep your eye on
Does it age at
Rogan.
all?
Oh, sure.
Don't
Big
lie
age.
to me. Don't lie
He's
to me.
nervous.
I don't know anything about the
I
aging.
thought it was aged.
How much do you know about whiskey?
Drinks a lot of it.
Just the taste.
This is so good.
I know rye and whiskey are different.
What got me into whiskey was
Thank
late
you.
night shows at the cellar with you and Sam and Mackie drinking Bullet Rye on the Rocks.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
a good
Mike.
rye.
Gentlemen, to, what is
Watch
this,
this.
episode 4 or 5?
Watch Joe.
Five?
Keep
Is it
your eye
five?
on Joe.
We have protected 0 parks.
Yeah, fuck the parks.
Keep your eye on Joe.
Protect our parks is 100%
Can you see that far
unsuccessful.
away?
I drove by it the other day and I'm like, God damn it. It's just
Pretty
all
good.
flattened.
Thank you.
Pretty fucking good.
We tasted like 10 different ryes. Oh, come on!
Oh
this here.
my! Okay, hold up. And again, the Spotify with the fucking hover, and then it blackens. It really ruins the whole shebang. Joe thought it was disgusting. Did you see that face? We'll back it up. Joe goes, ooh, and they're all. Meanwhile, they don't. They haven't caught on to Joe's face yet. So Joe goes like this. And they're in the background going, oh, yeah, it was, it's really great. It's got a really great taste. And then this happens. Here, let's see that play out. I'm going to try to zoom in on Joe
Parks.
Protect our parks is 100% unsuccessful.
I drove by it the other day and I'm like, God
Come on, clear
damn
out.
it.
Clear.
It's just
Pretty
all
good.
Look at his
flattened.
face.
Thank you.
Pretty fucking good.
We tasted like 10 different ryes.
Oh, he's
Oh, come on!
Oh, God.
Trying to sell this here, Rogan.
look at him.
It's right next to Buffalo Trace. It's a hard sell.
Well,
We
what's
gotta
a
do blind. We gotta do blind test us.
No,
Hard sell, he said. Okay. Now that you kind of get the idea here, I'll do it uninterrupted with no hovering. God forbid I hover over my own video that I've paid for. Okay, here we are. I almost feel like they did this to fuck over Redbird. Again, I think we got to download these apps now.
I know, but
I'm
I
making
don't
a
know
rule.
how. I'm serious if someone could tell me how.
Yes. How do we download a Spotify app perfectly without screen recording a 4-hour experience?
And I don't even think they let you screen record video on Spotify.
Wow. Okay, we're really fucked here, as you can see. Okay, watch this whole scene take place.
4 or 5?
5.
I won't
five?
hover.
Is it 5?
We have
I don't know if
protected. We have protected 0 parks.
Yeah, fuck the parks.
Protect our parks is 100% unsuccessful.
I drove by it the other day and I'm like, God
Look at
damn it. It's just
Pretty
all
good.
flattened.
Thank you.
Pretty fucking good.
We tasted like 10 different ryes. Oh, come on!
Oh God.
Trying to sell this here, Rogan.
Oh, cigar. Fool's
It's right
chugging.
next to Buffalo Trace. It's a hard sell.
Well,
We
one's a
gotta do
rye.
blind. We gotta do blind taste test.
No,
Yeah, let's do blind.
I'm more of a
once you're
Bodega
blind
Cat
drunk.
Thank you.
You like it dark?
Yeah, I usually don't like this shit. This is actually pretty good.
So what's
like-
Shane
Sweetie
realizes.
Shane.
See, Shane realizes, and you can see his eyes dart at the beginning of this. Shane realizes, fuck, dude, this guy's trying to promote us. And so Shane jumps in like, I think it's pretty good. But he can't look the camera in the eye or anybody else in the eye. So this is a disaster. And Rogan just seems to be unaware of how evil that is. This crushes Mark's spirits for the rest of
Rogan.
It's pretty good.
It's right next to Buffalo Trace. It's a hard sell.
Well,
We
one's a
gotta do
rye.
blind. We gotta do blind taste test.
No,
Yeah, let's do blind.
I'm more
once
of a
once you're
Bodega
blind
Cat
drunk.
Thank you.
You like it dark?
Yeah, I usually don't like this shit. This is actually pretty good.
You like it with a little fucking kick to it?
Is
Got
this
some
rye
kick.
also?
This is
just,
no, it's just my
That's
friends.
sweet.
That's hoity-toity.
Before show. Hoity-toity.
Buffalo Trace is too
American.
high end.
What
This
the
is an
fuck? This isn't even
American.
expensive.
This is, for
Buffalo
the
Trace
people.
isn't even expensive.
It's
Buffalo
the
Trace is
salami of whiskey.
expensive. Fuck
Oh,
Buffalo
yeah.
Trace.
Fuck
Bodega
Buffalo
Cat.
Trace, kill
Listen,
yourself.
Bodega Cat, I love the comedians involved, so I'll support it.
All right. Thank you.
I like
That's
a
all I
fucking
need.
good harsh whiskey. Like I like a shot of Jack before
Why
a show.
would you
Hell
do
yeah.
this? Sometimes he just does the bitchiest.
And it's not
move.
even out yet. So there's the review. It's
And
horrible.
Also, don't forget the review he gave Brendan's stupid whiskey.
He loved
in that
Thick
episode.
Cat. You know, we had thought maybe he was doing this because he's got a brand deal with Buffalo Trace, but no, he treats Mark Norman like shit throughout the whole episode. Don't we have another moment where he's treating Mark like shit?
Yes.
Yeah, what's that
You do. That one's 1:30:20.
1:30:20. So it continues. For some reason, he just wants to keep disrespecting Mark.
And I'm sure there probably was more, but honestly, these episodes
Yeah.
with four guys laughing are very hard
It's
to
too hard.
listen to
Yeah.
for a long period.
What's
of
that
time.
code again?
1:30:20.
1:30:20. And yeah, we really want Mark to know you were disrespected. Everybody saw it, and Joe doesn't really like you. That's what we are left with. Okay, 1:30:20.
That's what we think now, Mark.
Again with the time code. One more
Yeah,
time.
1:30:20.
Sorry, it's very difficult.
You're doing great.
1:30:20. Okay, here we are.
Spotify is so hard to get to the right code. It's like impossible.
It's
So
really tough to work. 1:30:16.
There
we
we
are.
just shit on them. It's like, wait, he knew the joke.
Yeah, I love Artie Lang. That guy's underrated. He's the Salman Rushdie of comedy because he can't die.
Oof.
Look at this. Watch this.
Damn,
Watch
that's
Joe.
pretty wild.
Jesus.
Yo,
Mark,
Salman Rushdie.
where are you going with that one?
I'm saying Artie Lang's the man.
I love Art.
He will not die.
Wow. So everybody's making jokes. All jokes are going. And Mark makes this simple joke about Artie not dying. Let's see that again. And Joe, again, goes out of his way to make a fool of this Norman. You know, here, check this out. Look at this.
He's a bum.
Oh,
Just like that. I mean, he's the funniest fucking
He
dude
really
ever.
is. His best on Stern was when they would show him models. You're like, your lips are too.
Artie Lang talk. We know
And
him.
he just shit on them. It's like, wait, he knew the joke.
Yeah, I love Artie Lang. That guy's underrated. He's the Salman Rushdie of comedy because he can't die.
Oof. Damn, that's pretty wild.
Jesus.
Yo,
Mark,
Salman
where,
Rushdie.
where are you going with that one?
I'm saying Artie Lang's the man.
I love Art.
He will not die.
He
dude.
won't die. He's beating
No,
everybody.
my woof was what happened to Rushdie.
Oh, Rushdie. Yeah, he lost an eye, like Bisbing.
I'm sure that
Yeah.
crowd
Well,
was like,
Joe, what's your
wait a minute.
excuse?
Yeah. So Joe, no follow-up from Joe there. It's just mean. And what's all the chatter in the background? I feel like there's another group of people all talking in the back
I
somewhere.
know.
Very strange.
Someone in the chat said, Mike, if you pause with space, it doesn't fade out, and shift left and right to skip.
Let's
Wanna
try pause
that?
with
Yeah, this is
space. And then shift left and right.
But that's just a skip if you want to get back and forth.
I'm not getting
That's-
any shift.
But at
left
least you
and
could
right.
pause with the space without it blocking
Let's
it.
try that again here. Let's pretend I'm watching.
Yeah.
No,
Let's wait for it to
that's
clear
so
up.
crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
Has he
watching.
lost
I'm
an eye?
watching.
Is it-
Pause. Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay, that helps. But look, as soon as I move my mouse, though, we're in black zone. So it's pretty terrible still. Okay. Yeah.
Jesus,
Was there any
mean
more
Joe.
codes from this one?
Well, Mark has obviously been sitting on this Joe hate. He's been getting the
Yes.
full episode. So at 3:47:30, right as it's about to end, he gets his one back.
3:47:30. Okay, check this out. So that pissed Mark off. And at 3:47:30, he's going to get Joe back. While Joe's got his mouth full, you'll see. 3:47 what?
40 or 30, sorry.
3:47:30. Here you are.
Horrible.
You won't, though.
I woke up
Oh,
at
sweetie.
4 a.m.
He's
today.
about to put it down and not
Joe,
drink it.
you won't joke that.
You won't.
Oh,
Joe's going to chug.
I'm gonna hold
Watch
on to
this.
it for a little bit.
Dude,
Talk to you guys.
All right,
Yeah, coward, you won't
here
do
we
it
go.
right.
Come on.
Pussy.
Chug, chug,
Come
chug.
on,
Listen.
Nazi, put it down. Yeah, Fear Factor sucked. Here we go, News Radio. Yeah.
Fear Factor sucked. You got that in while Joe's mouth was full, chugging your bullshit nonsense? Fear Factor sucked. So in Mark's little vindictive mind, he's sitting there the whole up going, man, how would you like it if I shut on one of your... And all he could come up with after hours of stewing was, Fear Factor sucked. You really got him back. And what does that prove? You know? So he's like kind of like, and you can see it in his eyes here. Here, wait till it clears up. Look at his eyes. That's a vindictive little guy, huh? You really showed Joe. Joe, you hearing this? No more booking, Mark, then.
Wait,
How
is
about
that?
that?
His humidor?
Yes, this is the cigar humidor that needs to be in the shot. He's got this giant facility, right? He's got hundreds of acres of facility, but the humidor needs to be right smashed in the corner by the guest. Very cool. All right, there it was. Joe Rogan, protect
Did you
our
want to
parks.
show the Shane rape part or not?
Nah, that's okay.
You can find it on your
Yeah,
own
you can
time.
find that on your own. You'll